Kids who have been through foster care often feel the long-term effects well into their adulthood. One mom and veteran getting her degree at UNC Greensboro remembers what it was like to feel like she didn't have a true home.
Well, Fox 8's Madison Forsey sat down with her to learn more about her mission to connect young people who have been inside and outside the system.
Home looks different for everyone. For Natalie Paul, it's not a place, but
it's a sense of belonging.
Natalie was 16 when she entered the Rhode Island foster care system.
It was scary. Although I had moved a lot and I had been familiar with instability, I had never been away from anyone I didn't know. I had never been with complete strangers.
She saw the shortfalls of the system and decided to advocate for something she and so many other kids needed.
What I would like to see is a unified system where the young person is able to have exactly what they need when they need it and is able to follow them whether or not they're moving down the street or if they're moving across the country.
She worked across New England and the country from 2008 to 2018 until things changed.
In 2018, I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Things were extremely difficult, supporting myself, like being a single mother with my daughter. So then I enlisted in the Army.
After a stint serving her country, she ended up coming here to Greensboro and the campus of UNCG to focus on getting her degree.
I met someone else on a McNair event that aged out of foster care. And, just in talking to them, learning about their stories, sharing our research, they're experiencing the exact same thing today that I experienced well over 15 years ago.
It clicked for Natalie. She needed to finish the advocacy work she started hours away and more than a decade ago.
We decided that it was time to use my story and my voice to try to amplify the voices of other young adults on campus who age out of the foster care system and to try to figure out how we can best support them here on campus.
She started Foster Forward, a regular meeting for people who've lived the foster experience or maybe know nothing at all. They play games, go out into the community, talk, and most importantly, listen.
You might not be affected or you might not have been in the foster care system, but there's a high chance that somebody sitting next to you might have been or somebody you know in your life.
Sometimes when you look at foster children, you kind of feel pity or sad for them, but she said she would never change the way she grew up. She wouldn't change the people that she's met and the experiences that she's learned from it.
She's creating a community backed by her student research.
What I found in my research is that when an individual ages out of care, unless they're in an intimate relationship, they don't really have family. They don't really have connections.
Finally finding that sense of home.
Even at 34, I'm still struggling to find my place in the world.
Madison Forsey.
I'm creating my own family, and that's what a lot of young people who age out of foster care do.
Fox 8 News.
And Natalie's ultimate goal is to create a Foster Forward club at each school in the UNC system and get connected a few times a year. Right now, she's reaching out to other schools in the Triad, and then she's planning on expanding beyond that.